So it is Wednesday, May the 14th here. Just getting set up the camera. I'm working blind here in my studio, so I hope that this works. Let's close a little bit more, right? Because you have to be able to see me. And I'm working blind here because if I keep my monitor off, then I have enough computer resources that I can make an okay recording and it doesn't skip all the time. So I'm just going to switch that on. There you can actually see me. Okay, so hold on here. Get my mic going here. I was into early on in the internet was this idea I had called shameless self-promotion, SSP for short. And so I'm now developing SSP version 2. And I gotta shut off my monitor, otherwise I will never get this recorded without skips. And so what came out of the early internet was I think people were really shy to share themselves in text form or with photographs or images, and so I just came up with the idea of shameless self-promotion and just go on the internet and just promote yourself just openly, shamelessly. And I thought it was sort of an effective way to kickstart using the internet usefully. So anyways, I got sort of an ethic forming with SSP version 2. And that is, don't promote yourself in someone else's SSP. And even promote others in your SSP. So, like I'm doing a video stream here, let's say I go live on the internet, promote myself, and use my show to promote other shows or promote other artists or this sort of thing, and it's sort of instantaneous networking. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. What I really wanted to get into is where I'm at with the social networks, and it looks like I'm not skipping too much. I hope I'm not skipping too much. No, I don't think I'm skipping. Sorry about that. This recorder, I'm doing a live recording here, and sometimes my computer and the internet kind of makes it difficult for me. And then there's my microphone. Yeah, there's 2 points that I come across here, both to do with text, and I won't get too much into sort of my whole write-up on the matter. But the first point with email, I did some writing on this on my YouTube, which I'm trying to hack into turning it into a blog, and more on that just in a sec. That's what I really want to talk about. Email, I think, is kind of ruining social networks, and this is where I came up with my idea to create a social network of social mail, social networking mail, rather than SMTP or Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, which is the technical jargon name for email. But the reason is because people are going on social networks and just simply sharing their social status with their email friends and emailing people, and it takes from what social networking is all about, which is to go onto the site and network from the site with others in a manner that is social or sociable. And the other point, and seems totally unrelated, but it's related because it has to do with text, right? And that is that sites that have commentary and blogs that are social networking sites that are essentially non-textual or video related are horrible at it. I'm thinking of YouTube and blip.tv and sites that aren't intended for text blogging. And you can only put up a paragraph at a time. Okay, either it truncates the paragraph or it just takes out the line breaks. There's no carriage return, so you can't do paragraphs. You just put up a paragraph commentary. Kind of reminds me of what happened when the bombs started falling, I think, in Afghanistan, and CNN rolled out the crawl at the bottom of the screen where you just see like a sentence of news and you're supposed to get something out of that. It has to do with the dumbing. Yeah, I tried doing a poem, and the thing is, you can't do a poem without line breaks traditionally, so I'm working on developing a form of poetry without line breaks there, but again, it didn't publish because there's a whole problem with how spam filtering works, and the way I wrote the poem and the way to make it work is to sort of repeat the line over and over again without the line breaks. So in other words, instead of having like it's just one run-on sentence essentially. So to get sort of into what I wanted to get into here from that with the social networking sites is, and I kind of have to start as to why there's, I think, too many social networking sites in a way. Now I come from a training where I dedicated myself on the internet to just one website, and that was just sort of a bit of a experiment on my own part to see how far you could take something like that in the pre-social networking days of World Wide Web 1. And I did that for years. And so what I noticed coming into this social networking environment over the past half year or so is that people websites. And the thing is about all these social networking sites is no social networking site does everything, which is very mysterious to me because, for example, you have I find this very weird, and Google is still very strange about getting into that. Of course, they've bought Blogger, so that's one thing. But again, Blogger is not Google, right? Again, it's my whole point of multiple websites. And another example is blogs now will often do video, but they don't do audio. And audio, of course, social networking audio, we call podcasting generally, short for supposedly something on demand, production on demand or something like that. But really it's about iPods and iTunes and doing audio and getting audio into that from the nerd community, right? But yeah, so you have a system where this website does video, doesn't do text, so then you have to sign up with a text website. It does video too, not so well, but it doesn't do audio. So how are you going to do audio? Well, you got to look for an audio social networking site. No social networking site does everything. This cannot persist forever. At some point, every social networking site is going to do everything. You're going to do video streaming, you're going to do video production clips, you're going to do audio streaming, audio production, text blogging, photo blogging, all from one website. And it's not going to be an accumulative site. Okay? See, it's almost like the social part of social networking is just simply having many websites, which is not social networking, right? I guess in a way it's what website networking. But just on my last point, the way that this kind of works is because you have to sign up for each of these websites and you have to remember all your passwords, it reduces the number of websites you're actually going to actually do. So I think it's a pattern of disabled use, of retarded use of the internet. That means what you need is what you cannot easily get without having many accounts. Anyways, ciao for now.